Dun, 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 ba-da-dum, ba-ba-ba-bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, bum, bam, ba-da-dum. Friends, Romans, and Patriots, lend me your ears to strap on your tinfoil hats, because indeed it is time for the Gay Frog Chat. I am E. Honda, your host for the Gay Frog Chat, where we go chin deep into a different conspiracy every single week, just about. This week, we're going to be going into the Is TheYankeeMarshal a werewolf? Indeed, by the end of this chat, you may agree that he might be. He might be indeed. We got the idea from one of the viewers, Savage Sharpshooter. Thanks to you for the clever idea of Is TheYankeeMarshal a werewolf? And I bid good evening to everyone out there. I hope everyone's doing well tonight. Hope everyone's not as hungover as I was this morning, because it hurt a little bit this morning when I had to wake up and go clothes shopping at Kohl's and fucking get school supplies for the kids and stuff. Like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, it was a rough day. Coffee wasn't enough, but I got through it. And I hope you guys got through it too. But anyway, joined tonight, we have an angry platypus. How do you do, Mr. Angry?
Doing well, let's say.
Well, let's go with well. And Matt just got a phone call right before we started, so he's probably going to be away for a minute. But Matt's here too. And yeah, everybody out there in the chat, how y'all doing tonight? Sissy Dream says, State Rep in Massachusetts introduced 3 new bills. Ban all semi-automatic guns. Gun owners must have liability insurance. Mass gun manufacturers can't make ban guns in this state. ARs. Sounds like a werewolf conspiracy to me, to be honest.
Kind of does.
Sissy Dream says, the next full moon is Sunday, August 22nd. 1 week from today, camp out at Yankee's house and find out if he's a werewolf. Definitively. I don't know. We'll have to think about that one, but I did want to go over a couple of exhibits of evidence here. I gotta bear with me. I did find this picture right here, shared by DM Faust when he met up with him, where in fact the TheYankeeMarshal has a beanie cap that says Lycanthropy Society, Werewolf Lives Matter. I mean,
if nothing else sells it, yeah.
I mean, like, what kind of non-werewolf would wear that kind of beanie, first of all? I mean, like, second of all, he's meeting up with his fellow werewolf friend. I mean, like, look at this. DM Faust, you might be one too, to be honest, now that I look at you. He doesn't have his Lycan Society hat on, though, so maybe not. Possibly. Very possible. Yeah, so that was my first line of evidence. Oh, yeah. Arnold Schwarzenegger and his dad. A little fun for you. Okay, and then if you just Google the following thing, right? TheYankeeMarshal, silver bullet, and then go to images, there's all kinds of proof that TheYankeeMarshal has in his possession many silver bullets, for which I feel like he is protecting himself from his fellow Lycans as they do not get along on political lines or something.
I mean, I feel it's a safe bet, you know.
Yeah. Oh, Foos is here too. What's up, Foos?
Not much. How you guys doing?
Good. We're doing the TheYankeeMarshal is a werewolf chat right now.
Jeez. I mean, isn't that kind of like known to everyone?
Well, we're laying out the evidence. Like, here's Exhibit 1, right? TheYankeeMarshal with a Lycanthropy Society Werewolf Lives Matter hat, because only werewolves have that. And then he also carries around .357 Magnum silver bullets. I think so that on a full moon, if he starts to change, he can shoot himself in the leg like that guy from Underworld.
No. Don't you know that that silver gives werewolves their power? So that's where he carries them.
No, silver kills werewolves. Look it up.
Yeah, I do believe silver.
No, that is a farce that the werewolves have been pushing on us for millennium.
You're a farce. Sorry.
Either a silver bullet or a blade made of silver will kill a werewolf. It takes 3 to 5 rounds of bullets to kill one. Wow, that's very specific.
I think also, I mean, like, I love my dog, but, like, Yankee keeps buying dogs, it seems like, right? And I think it's just because he needs to be surrounded by his own kind.
Oh, HBO Matt dropped in a super chat and says, I hear Yankee was a shadow writer for Twilight.
Oh.
Hmm.
Yankee was definitely Team Werewolf Kid, whatever his name was.
Definitely Team Werewolf, not Team Sparkly Vampire.
Yeah. The British film Dog Soldiers is actually a historical representation of when Yankee was in the military and he had to do some joint force operations with the Brits. I just sounded very Night Strike there because I was stuttering over my own words. I'm sorry.
You were studying over your own words. You're sorry. Oh, wait, I just Night Striked you.
God damn it. Echo.
Sissy Dream says, stock up on hiking shirts. You know, the ones that have antimicrobial silver woven through them? It's werewolf repellent.
Ooh.
That's a good idea.
That's a good idea, actually.
So you get some, like, gloves or something made of that shit, and, like, you shake Yankee's hand, and if it, like, burns him, then you'll know.
Well, how do we know, like, Yankee doesn't wear... I mean, I've met Yankee before, right? And I'm not convinced that he doesn't wear, like, fake human skin over his, like, human form skin just as a protectant.
What's up, Leo? How you doing?
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing. We're doing the Yankee is a lichen. He's a vampire chat.
You mean as a werewolf?
Right, how dare you confuse...
I'm sorry, I'm typing
vampire.
things that I can't think and type. I can't play a guitar and sing at the same time.
How dare you?
You've stolen my dreams.
So I've got this official footage from Yankee's time in the military. If you see on the left, this is him. He used to be part of a advanced lichen troop, and you know, like his career in the military ended when his best friend got killed by the Bin Laden werewolf. This guy, right? And that's why Yankee quit the military and came back home and decided to like lead a life as a anti-werewolf. He's a self-hating werewolf, if you will, because he's seen what his people are capable of, and this werewolf killed his friend because this is what he looked like when he was in the military and stuff. Yeah. Did you guys not see that fucking episode of Love, Death, Robots? Fuck you all, you fucking stupid fucking cocksucker.
No,
fucking
I've
fucks.
never
Fuck
seen
you.
it.
Piece of shit. Can't even fucking get on with what I'm fucking trying to say here. Just sitting there like dumb fucking bubblegum motherfuckers. God damn it. Such a fucking waste. Daniel dropped in $2. Said, watched some of the Night Strike's old chats. You're right. Sorry, Night Strike. I love you.
We do love you.
Was it because we abused him?
I think it is.
It's because we like verbally abused him till he developed into a stutter and echo Night Strike.
Oh,
He knows
God,
that we love him.
Okay, so the only thing that keeps Yankee from changing on a full moon is calling the full moon the N-word. Because it's his special ability as a Lycan. He can stop the change, but he's got to use the N-word. That's why he's done it on a few chats before. Because he was like, the rage was like filling up in him, you know?
Starts to feel the tingles, and he's just like,
Yeah, and so he's just got to let the N-word flow, and then
Yep.
it stops the change from happening.
That's a new mythos to the werewolf story. First time I'm hearing that one. I wonder why people don't talk about that one a lot.
I mean, it's... I don't know.
It's a secret one. It's it's one of like the selective powers.
I told Yankee I'm exposing all of his secrets on this chat tonight. So I gave him the opportunity to show up and defend himself, but he's not in town right now. He carries a silver 357 Magnum bullet to hunt other werewolves because he's a self-hating werewolf. Because of what happened to his buddy, right? And in his native land, he blames Bigfoot for all of the things that he is responsible for.
Well, in his land that he claims he's born in, West Virginia, I heard that there used to be a rivalry between him and the Mothman.
The Mothman was another obfuscation from his own nefarious deeds.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Let's fill Yank's D&D lycanthrope character sheet. That's actually not a bad idea. Daniel says...
How does a lichen get diabetes, though?
Daniel says his werewolf code word for something else. No. When you laugh like that and then you say no, it totally means yes. Oh, I like this one. Okay. The reason he likes his mini so much is because he cannot fit inside of it as a werewolf and damage the interior.
Yeah, it's like a safety net for him.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's why he got rid of his Chargers, because he fucked up the fucking leather seats one day. And he was like, you know what? I'm just going to get something so tiny that I cannot fit into it in lichen form.
Imagine if he changed while he was in his mini. It'd be like Fat Man in a little coat, but it would be like Fat Dog in a mini.
He just couldn't get out. Or his legs would stick through the bottom like Fred Flintstone. Stand up inside of the mini, and he'd be running around you wearing a mini as a t-shirt.
Yep, the head
fucking howling. Just a wolf running at you through the woods wearing a mini around the midsection.
It'll be a mini convertible afterwards.
Yep.
Now, we've heard many times Yankees say the words, I don't like hot fruit. Meaning, he doesn't like pie with fruit in it. But has he ever had blood pie? I bet Werewolf Yankee might like that kind of pie.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, he much prefers meat than he does fruit. So
you noticed Yankee never does live chats on full moons. I can't confirm that, but I can't deny it either.
Yeah.
I don't remember a full moon when Yankee did a chat, to be honest.
Me either.
Not a single one. And then he also always seems to go on vacation when there is a full moon. I think so that he can go to a different area and find new hunts to go on so that he can consume... What do werewolves eat?
Yeah, people. I mean, well, that's the thing. He has to find new feeding grounds, because if he eats people in town, he only lives in a town of 7 people or whatever it is, so they're going to notice that people are disappearing quick. Where if he goes away to some tourist spot, you know, what's one person there? Like maybe they went for a beach run or something like that, got swept out to sea. Like no one questions anything, and then he's safe until the next full moon.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think that's why he likes to point at Bigfoot so much, you know, because sometimes there's a full moon and he can't go on vacation. But if, you know, Bigfoot happens to kill somebody, then, you know, I mean, it's Bigfoot. You can't stop that, right, Yankee?
Actually, I think there was one time he was changing and he caught himself, so he licked a silver dollar, and like he told us all he had cerebral palsy, but I think it was really just he stopped himself mid-change.
No, well, that's what happens when he yells the N-word at the moon. It makes his face go numb.
I was going to bring up the palsy thing, but I thought that was being too sensitive. Like he was blocking his changing.
Yeah, he was blocking it. He was blocking the change from happening.
I didn't want to be the one to say it.
We love you, Yankee.
But
I mean, we love Night Strike too, and like we joke on Night Strike worse than this. So
Savage dropped in $2 and said, "I love you for actually doing this nonsense." Unfortunately, I've ran out of material. I only wrote down so many things, but if you guys have ways in which there is proof that TheYankeeMarshal is indeed a werewolf, give me an words are hard. Cerebral palsy. Wait, what? Give me an Honda and tell me in which way you think he is a werewolf and why.
And if you have pictures and videos, send them to Discord.
Sissy Dream says, "Is Yankee's wife a werewolf too? Was the only werewolf that would have him."
I don't know. I haven't ever questioned that. I do know he surrounds himself with so many dogs, I think, because he wants to be, like, he wants to remind himself of being in the pack, you know?
Oh, here we go. This is a good one. Isn't Yank's wife a hospice nurse? If she's a werewolf too, then they could both eat pretty well, killing off the terminally ill. Huh, that makes... Dude.
That's dark.
You're connecting dots that I didn't even know were there.
But that meat from the terminally ill probably tastes horrible. So.
It's better than, you know, not eating.
Yeah.
Would a werewolf
And I mean,
eat like a deer and be okay with that?
Maybe.
Or does it have to be a person that they want to eat?
It's possible. I don't know. And to think about the old people thing, like...
It's region to region.
Think about a steak, right? A dry-aged steak is better than, you know... Well, I shouldn't say better, but it's very tasty. So just think of, like... That is like dry-aged people.
Yeah, but the dry-aged steak came from a healthy animal beforehand.
Well, I'm sure not the whole body's messed up.
Spectre Par says, that gun room is just a prison to hold him when he turns. His wife made him make it.
That's pretty solid reasoning.
100%. 100%. I mean, this is pretty much a picture of Yankee in his gun room right here. Right? This one. Pay no attention to what it says below that, because it's his gun room picture from Yankee and stuff.
And also,
that Yankee is really ripped, though. Look at them pecs.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Pat Riot says, have you ever seen a werewolf and Yankee at the same time? No, you haven't, is the answer.
Nope.
Here's another thing, too. Like, Yankee has said several times on chats that he goes to bed at, 6 in the morning and wakes up at noon or whatever like that. Well, there's a reason for that, because 6 a.m., the sun's coming up, his transformation's over, it's time for him to sleep.
He's tired from hunting all night.
Yeah.
Joey Savoy says, Yankee always says he doesn't hunt animals. I'm sure that means just while he's in human form. Because he kills so many animals when he's a werewolf that he feels guilty about it when he's a human.
Yep.
Savage Sharpshooter dropped in $10 and said, recent pics and vids, Yankee is super hesitant to touch Silver. Lives secluded in the woods, combative disposition, full moon weeks vacation, his chats end early. Yes, that's true. Absolutely true. Every time there's a full moon, you know what he has to do his chat either has to end or he's got to do the thing. And then his face goes.
No. Okay.
Hey, you know the thing.
I really don't like dry aged meat. Like my brother bought like dry aged something or other one year for, I think it was Christmas dinner we were having. Sorry to burp in your ear that we were having. And it was okay, but it had a weird taste to it that I didn't like. And it kind of tasted like what you would think it would taste like, which is like rotting fucking kind of like weird tinge to it. I don't know how to describe it. And you might say, oh, that's more flavor. Like, well,
it's an acquired taste, I guess. Here's something I just thought of. You know how Yankee does on his daily chats or whatever the hell they are, like the viewer submission of the week. I really think he just has people sending in pictures of themselves with their carry rig on so he can be like, oh, that person, if I'm ever in town, would make a tasty morsel. Or like, hey, that person, not so much.
Daniel says you should have emailed Yankee with an invite with the subject exposing Yankee. He would have flipped his shit. Oh, there we go. This is a good one. Jumpy Killer says Yankee says he finds rabbit corpses in his property and blames it on the dog Turnip. But it is him.
Maybe he doesn't remember.
Right. And blames the dog. That sucks for the dog.
Yeah, poor dog.
The dog was like, I just seen you last night do it.
Motherfucker.
So what is this chat about?
Yankee
being a werewolf. We're saying ways in which it's true because of this that Yankee is a werewolf. Like Spectrepar says, he supports socialist programs because they need to put policies in place, a werewolf society to ration out the remaining human population as food when they take over. Socialism. Socialism is proof of werewolves and stuff.
Have we discussed the silver anomaly?
Welcome to the chat. Jesus Christ. We've been going for 23 minutes. It would have been nice to have you 23 minutes ago.
Sorry.
When we had the peak content.
Yeah, we already went through all my best things. It's fine. I'll go over a couple of them again.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just curious if you've
Exhibit
talked about
Exhibit A. YankeeMarshal wearing a Lycanthropy Society Werewolves Lives Matter beanie. I mean, who but a werewolf would have such a thing? I'm still waiting on an answer.
I still like the silver bullet that he carries just to shoot himself.
No,
that's what I was wondering because he touches silver. So is the silver thing just a big conspiracy to make people feel comfortable?
No, there's a reason he touches silver, because when he starts to feel himself turn, he decides to touch silver, and that's like, remember how maybe it was like a year or two now, but when his face was all fucked up, that's because he was like halfway through a transformation. He touched silver, and it kind of froze his face like that for a little bit.
No, he has to yell the N-word at the moon to stop his change. That's and then it makes his face cerebral palsy like, but it's really just the werewolf kind of like frozen in place because he yelled the N-word.
So I would just like to say that's Bell's palsy.
Whatever.
spell called it. Whatever. Whichever one
Cerebral
it is.
palsy.
It's some
Cerebral
right.
palsy is the one where you're like crippled and can't walk and shit.
Yeah, whatever. It's like that put in your face, basically.
Not at all. It's not the same thing.
It's
And
basically the same thing.
And then there was the time
still
that
a
he
palsy.
joined the military, and he was part of the Lichen Brigade that would like go through and like lead the fucking military through Iraq. And then he found the fucking Bin Laden guy who was also a werewolf who killed his friend, and then he killed him back. But then he had to like
Killed him
stop the
back.
military, and that's why he's a self-hating werewolf now.
He killed him
I'm
back.
so confused by that one, but okay.
And
Is that what they modeled that story
and then
after?
Love Death Robots stole his story and made an episode about it.
Okay.
Hmm.
It's a historical account of Yankees' time in the military.
Okay. It's
Yeah.
good to know.
Um,
Is that what they also based Dog Soldiers off of?
Yes, all of that.
Well, Dog Soldiers was actually Yankee got tricked into doing a joint operation with the British and
Yeah.
transformed halfway through. Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
And he also he blames Bigfoot for things that he really did in his backwoods behind his house. So like when like people like see stuff in the woods that happened, like
That's
a deer
him.
gets eaten, it's really Yankee, but then he just says it was Bigfoot.
Yeah, that's why he pushes the idea that Bigfoot's real so much.
Yeah,
It
because
covers
like,
on ass.
it obfuscates from his own complicity, from his own nefarious action.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
He wears sandals everywhere because he's tired of transforming and ruining his shoes.
That's believable.
Yeah, I missed that one. Oh, and the only pie that he likes is blood pie because he doesn't like hot fruit.
He doesn't like hot fruit. It's true.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't even like meat pie?
Probably he'd like some meat pie, but not that minced meat shit. The fucking one with like currants and raisins and shit.
Yeah, no. Fuck that shit.
That's fucking disgusting. No one likes that.
I mean,
No.
I think he'd like a meat pie, but it's probably like a tube meat or something, right?
Possibly.
Did you see that poll that 59% of Dems support socialism? Does that mean 59% of Democrats are fucking lichens? Oh my god, dude.
Oh yeah.
Crazy.
They're fucking taking over, bro. Don't tase me. Don't tase me.
So, Matt, did I ever take you to that Mexican restaurant in Tulsa that I took G-Webs to, Chimmy's? Or did we not do Mexican with you?
Lit on Steel says, Yankee has a huge Bigfoot statue on his property to try to lure a Bigfoot in for a big meal. Dude, if Bigfoot and a werewolf got in a fight, who would win?
Well,
Still go werewolf.
aren't they both Yankee Marshal?
No, Yankee's a werewolf, as we established already with my many lines of evidence.
I thought
And
they were both.
and he blames he likes to say that there's Bigfoot because it takes blame away from him. Obviously.
I'd like to think it's a Bigfoot unless it's an alpha werewolf and then probably the werewolf.
Is that one of the reasons why his sister shot him in the foot that time?
That's exactly why.
I think so, yeah.
Because he was turning into a werewolf and his sister was like, oh no. And so she loaded a silver bullet and shot him in the foot to stop the change because they didn't know about the N-word trick yet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, but we don't know that those bullets that Yank has are silver. That they could just be a shiny alloy. Ooh, that's true. He could say, ooh, look at these silver bullets that I have and play with them and stuff. And everyone's like, well, surely he couldn't be a werewolf because he's holding a silver bullet. Again.
It's all a ploy.
Spectre Par says, he hates other werewolves because when he went up to a group of them, they told him that he was their ally and they slapped his phone out of his hand.
I'm an ally.
Oh shit.
God damn it. Lit on Steel says, remember, he clinically yells the N-word. Because he would clinically turn into a vampire unless he yells the N-word at the moon.
Nagger.
I know it, but I can't say it.
Oh, Paul B says, he always wears rubber gloves when he handles the silver bullets. That's true. There was that video of him wearing gloves when he was handling the bullets.
Does that mean that was the real one and the rest of the ones that he handles, like the one on his keychain, is fake?
Probably.
Exactly.
Yeah, I would say so.
I mean, what else could it mean?
It could possibly be anything else, Honda. That's exactly what's happening.
Yep, I know it for a fact. Because this is the gay frog chat where like we talk about tomorrow's news yesterday.
Like Valley Girls, yeah.
I don't know what this voice that I keep doing tonight is. I don't usually do this.
This makes you sound like a Valley Girl.
No, I'm just trying to be like one of those mindless people who's like, did you know that because the aliens came to Earth and if you take a magnet and you spin it against another magnet, then the magnets reverse gravity.
And that is how electrolysis works, ladies.
You can use it to pluck your butthole.
That's the voice I'm going for. I know everything, but I really don't know anything at all, but I'm completely confident about it. You hear a lot of that these days, don't you?
Yeah, fuck women.
That's what they're there for.
Well, I guess I don't know how that works then.
There was a fight at my work tonight.
Did it involve penis?
Vaguely.
Okay. Just
Was
checking.
there blood?
I mean, it started in a bathroom. Does that count?
See, I'm feeling kind of wild tonight, and I'm like topless, wearing cowboy boots, smoking a joint, and fixing to make some bad decisions, I think.
So it's Sunday, is what you're saying?
It's Sunday.
Like, oh my God.
I
You know
mean,
what?
he only shows silver bullets, no coins or other silver. It has to be because he knows bullets are the best defense for turning.
Oh my God. You know what? Totally. My best friend's sister's boyfriend's brother's girlfriend heard from this guy who knows this kid who's going with this girl who saw Ferris pass out at 31 Flavors last night. I guess it's pretty serious.
Daniel says, what do you have to say 3 times to summon Night Strike?
Oh, I just have to send a meme.
Hey,
Yeah.
drugs? Are you here for drugs? I love the Charlie Sheen scene. It's so good. I'm here for drugs.
Pat Riot says Bigfoot would win because he's an interdimensional being who he would be just phased on other dimensions. You win all the fights, you don't fight, see?
Fucking Bigfoot tried to read this, had a stroke, and fucking died.
Wait, I thought Bigfoot was a Wookiee that had come here on the same ship E.T. showed up on.
I'm not going to because the world's more fun with him in it.
You know, I feel like Yankee, because he's a self-hating werewolf, he's keeping the Lycan population down and under control. So it's really good to have Yankee out there hunting werewolves for us, like the Bin Laden werewolf.
He knows all the tactics.
One of us.
Imagine if the Bin Laden werewolf had like killed Yankee instead. Like, what would the world be like now?
Hey guys, could you imagine like if Rebecca was actually Yankee. No one even knows who Rebecca is.
I think that's where his all of his animal donations go to, just to stop werewolves.
Yeah, well, actually, he probably buys pets to eat or some shit like that. I just assume that's what a werewolf does. I don't know. Maybe they don't eat pets. I don't know. Sorry, Yankee.
That's why Yankee likes animals so much, because he feels so guilty about what his Lycan ultra ego has done to them in the past.
Yeah.
And again, that's why he's got that gun room. That's his wife made him make, was because he turns into a Lycan and they need to lock him up.
That's why it has a safe door on it.
Yeah, exactly. Can't get through that shit, even if you're a werewolf.
The fuck?
What in the fucking shit is that?
I have no idea. That wasn't me.
Who's fucking pumping out a gallon of fucking lotion onto their fucking dick right now? Because that's what that sounded like.
I think that was Matt's ASMR.
Yep, it is.
I can't see his like thing moving though.
What
It's
are you
like
talking about?
he's magically making fucking like
Did something happen
lotion.
while I was gone?
You're making lotion sounds.
What?
You're making
What is a lotion sound? What are you talking about?
Like if you're like pumping a gallon of lotion out of a bottle of lotion.
What the fuck was that?
That was the lotion sound you were making.
I'm making a lotion sound.
Yes, you are.
Oh shit!
Anyway,
Fucking fucker. Stop it.
I guess I like macaroni cooking.
Here's Yankee handling his fake silver bullet to like prove that he's actually not a werewolf.
the trick is those aren't really his hands.
Right. Those
Those
are his
hands are
thumb
kind of
hands.
hairy. So.
The fuck is this thing?
The fuck?
Looks
I
like
don't
you
know.
slide the rounds in there and then you turn this thing and it holds them in. But what's it for? Like a
No, it's half a bear. Is it wood? It looks like wood.
Yeah.
I don't know. Those are 22 magnums.
Is that the thing that the silver
Right?
bullets
Are
were
those 22
sent in?
magnums or are those 357? I can't tell. My
Those are
scale's all off.
Those look like 357. to me.
Okay.
There's the say in the.
Maybe that's how they shipped the bullets to him. Because those are the silver bullets that he finally got.
Maybe that's holy wood.
Stop it! The fuck, dude?
What's wrong?
Do I go on your chats and do weird things?
Yes, you fucking do.
No, I try not to. Not purposely. Just by nature of who I am, I suppose. But, you know.
Like saying tamales.
Tamales.
That's way worse.
But I like tamales. God damn it!
You're such a jackass, man. I love you.
Yay! I got the power. Power. Bam, 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 bam. Oh wait,
Never.
I don't really want to
to
mute. I don't like fucking censoring people, dude. But you know, you're making me want to punch my fucking screen right now. To be honest, so I'm rocking a hard place. I don't like censorship, but I also hate that fucking noise. So
Well, that noise is supposed to be soothing,
Yeah, it is.
kind of like an ear licking video.
I mean, it's soothing if she's giving you a mouth hug.
I make that noise.
I think since you know it's coming from a man, it's kind of throws you off.
If you're a pussy, yeah.
Surprise, Leo. I look pretty good all dressed up.
If you're a pussy, yeah.
Then you make the noise.
Hi, Derpy. Which noise?
It's a speed loader for a tubular magazine lever action rifle? Question mark?
Maybe.
So I was reading that like a statement, but then I saw the question mark at the end, so I had to give the correct voice inflection. ASMR is weird.
We can see the show.
I agree. ASMR is fucking weird.
No, you're weird.
It's weird how many people like ASMR. It's just weird.
Man, don't criticize how Leo makes his money, man.
Is that what you do every night when you're like, I gotta go take a shit? You just like ASMR like a fucking poop?
I listen to it when I go to sleep.
We're going to talk about how you make a bologna sandwich. First, you get the bread. And you can toast it if you want. And then you get the bologna. Make sure to peel the red stuff off the outside.
I feel like I was having more fun before you joined the chat.
I'm having more fun with him.
And if you're going to fry your bologna, you need to cut a slit in it so that it doesn't bubble up like a big blister. Anyway.
Do you guys have a clearing bucket in your house like Yankee recommends? Everyone needs to have a clearing bucket?
I have one.
No.
I got into a bunch.
If you're not a goddamn imbecile.
I got a clearing ceiling. Which one time it didn't work.
Man, I was worried about doing a chat tonight because I was feeling bad and like this is good. Thank you guys. Making fun of fucking Honda or whoever for fucking making some noise that sounds like giving a blowjob.
No, ASMR is not sexual.
No, it's
it
not.
is totally sexual.
That's ASM.
That's why the lady
erotica. That's ASM erotica, not ASMR.
1911 A1 Lover 45 says, it's a wooden stake that the bullets come in.
Yeah, that's what they sell those.
What the fuck?
It's a wooden stake container with tubes down the side.
It's got a tube-fed magazine for 38 special or 357 Magnum loaded silver bullets and a stake so that you can kill your vampire and your werewolf problem all in one.
Man, I like an all-in-one kit, you know?
It's kind of convenient.
What kills Frankenstein? Fire? You just have to burn him?
No, he's just scared of fire. It doesn't actually do anything to him.
Yep.
Did he die? I forget how that story ends. How did Frankenstein end?
He leaves and he goes.
I think he technically kills himself. Yes. He actually drowns himself in the Arctic Circle.
Yeah, because he goes to the Arctic. I remember he just walks off into the Arctic, and I don't remember what happens after that though.
Pretty much, he just drowns his fucking self. Yep.
Until Kurt Russell finds him.
Oh God.
Kurt Russell found Frankenstein?
The Thing.
I was saying The Thing.
Oh,
The
that's
Arctic
Frankenstein?
Circle.
Fuck me. Shit.
I don't know, man. I don't think Frankenstein has like morphing abilities.
You don't know. Shut your face.
He is a bunch of different
Shut
parts.
your whole mouth.
Oh, and by the way, Frankenstein is the doctor. That's the monster.
Frankenstein's monster, who has no name.
Exactly.
I think Frankenstein actually killed
Let you
him.
in on a secret.
I don't remember. No, I think the monster.
No, wait, doesn't
kills
Dr. Frankenstein go to the Arctic to try and find him, to kill him?
It's pronounced
I
Frankenstein.
can't remember.
And they both end up dying? Or at least it's presumed that they both die? I think so. I think Dr. Frankenstein goes up.
I don't know if it's the
Goes
Arctic.
to fucking
Maybe it
Arctic.
is the Arctic. Yeah, you're
Or
right. It
somewhere.
might be.
Goes up north where it's snowing and icy somewhere to track him down and kill him.
Fucking Frankenstein, man.
Dr. Frankenstein.
He died because Jews
Babuka.
don't belong in the Arctic.
Yeah, but
Did you say the Jews?
Yeah, the Jews don't belong in the Arctic.
This is why we must send them all to the moon.
They are desert people.
I like the Luna Jew.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Why did I come on here? Why?
I don't know. Why did you come on there?
I
What
am a
what is
left.
there? What did you come on?
I am farther left than Antifa here. I'm not saying. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, that
so
means
you
you're a
really
werewolf
hate
too.
the
You just pulled a night strike and didn't complete a complete thought.
Yeah, I
You
don't
only
know.
said
what
half
to
the
do.
thing.
Yeah. Well, you always say half the thing.
Derpy, it's okay. We can say shit because of, I don't know, some sort of bullshit card game. I don't know. I stopped trying to guess. I'm so fucking sick of that shit, man. Like, honestly, that's.
I have no clue what people are talking about now. Why? Because I haven't paid attention to shit. Because I don't give a fuck anymore.
All I know
I'm
is
just like,
people on
this
the
is
left-
stupid.
People on the left hate Jews.
Yeah.
The right wing needs to shut the fuck up. The left wing needs to shut the fuck up.
What are your feelings on the Jews?
Uh-oh. Here it goes. Here it goes.
What?
Mark Malone moment. And
What are your
3,
feelings
2,
on
1.
How
the
do you feel about the Jews?
They're nice people.
All right. Any kind of like world domination kind of thing in your head there going on right now?
Do you think they control all the banks?
He doesn't want to upset his boss.
Yes.
What the fuck?
Where do you fall on the Israel versus not really Palestine? Because there's no such country as Palestine.
Who are we talking about?
I could care fucking less. They
Here's,
need to become friendly
We're
and
sitting here
actually
trying to
fucking
instigate
deal
some
with their
bullshit.
shit.
And now
Please tell me
for your entertainment, I give you Taliban enjoying a gym at the Kabul President's Palace.
Oh,
Oh, music.
What
Sorry.
the fuck? What is that form?
He's going backwards.
What's he doing? Stop!
he's not even. What the fuck is this shit?
I just want to yell.
They're gonna get their
off.
skirts caught, man.
What the
Oh, yeah, so strong.
God.
I lifted above head.
That's like
supposed to
25
curl
pounds
that.
plus the bar. That wasn't that much
He's
fucking
not
weight.
even using the leg lift properly. Jesus.
I am so confused by what we're watching.
Why were they recording this on a potato? Is my question.
I don't know. No, I think they upgraded to a yam, but
Yeah.
I mean, I can't really say much. They're a very tribal people. They've probably never seen exercise equipment, but there's usually pictures on the side of it to show you how to use it.
See, this was kind of sad right here. This thing, thousands of people on the tarmac in Kabul. Taliban coming in, flights grounded. Sadly, most of these people will die.
Yes. Because they work with the U.S. And all we did is make it even worse. Ha All because we had to go, hey, rich people want us as a security guard. Let's fucking just invade this country.
what we should have done is after 9/11,
opium
we
and
should have gone in and bombed the fuck out of the entire goddamn country and then left and made anybody so fucking afraid to ever fuck with the United States because we'll go bomb your entire fucking country because we don't
Like,
give a fuck.
rearrange the
And then we walk the
geographic-
fuck away.
The thing is, they weren't even the countries that did that. So why the fuck did we go in? No goddamn reason.
Well, we knew the
No,
Taliban and
we-
Osama bin Laden
we
were
went to
behind
that-
the plan of
Weapons of
9/11.
mass destruction. Don't you remember?
Okay.
I
Now,
remember.
Iraq was
Nah.
where we shouldn't have fucking been. We had no reason to go to Iraq. There were no weapons of mass destruction. There was not a fucking thing going on there. They had nothing to do with 9/11.
Hey, fuck, man. Like, the whole thing in Afghanistan had nothing the fuck to do with 9/11 anyway. We went to 9/11 for fucking field position against China and lithium mines and some shit.
Opium and yep.
Food, opiates and other shit, man. Like, that's why we
Yep.
went to Afghanistan.
Well, there goes the
Yep.
poppy fields because they're about to be shut down again.
Man, those heroin users are going to be upset.
No, the poppy fields aren't going anywhere. It's just now the Taliban's going to be making money off of it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it was the Taliban that stopped the poppy fields before, like when they first took over.
I think they're
Like the
smarter
poppy
now.
fields started coming.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think they see it as a money-making tool now.
I can't stand
Probably.
looking at the news and
Jesus
shit
Christ.
because some things are obvious just based on like, oh, well, we're obviously kind of playing a game of chess for the world, right? Everybody gets that, but not everybody gets that.
He was just giving that guy CPR. That's all.
Yeah.
Is that a guy? I thought that was a chick.
That's a chick, and they're beating her to death.
Can you
Oh.
tell the difference?
You probably shouldn't play this on YouTube. You're
Yeah.
probably
Oh,
gonna-
fun. Yeah, you probably shouldn't.
Okay. Okie dokie. Sorry about that, YouTube. My bad.
I mean, those videos are all over YouTube. I've seen them. So
Yeah, but they're like typically
They're
channels
hidden technically.
that aren't targeted.
What is now, like when I did a search and like
Man,
you can find
Matt,
them all.
you remember old school YouTube back when they had like beheading videos and shit?
Yep, I do.
They do, but they're deeper in.
But like back in the day, that was like on the front page of fucking YouTube. It was like
Mhm.
Taliban fucking beheading.
Oh, it would be
video.
like that shit, and then like a dude reading the anarchist cookbook
Yes.
next to a fucking video of some fucking Hitler speech next to like just the
Wait.
most atrocious fucking things you can think
That's
of. We're just all right there.
There's just
Didn't-
Good old
debauchery.
days.
Didn't Trump basically like
Uh,
defeat
yeah,
the
man.
Taliban or whatever? Not that
What
long
the
ago.
fuck? No.
I think that was
None of,
ISIS. Okay, so he basically crushed ISIS, and then the Taliban was like, "Booyah! Now we don't have any fucking rival."
what the fuck? What? It went Taliban, and then ISIS, and then Taliban. Aren't they the same
Taliban-
fucking
No,
thing?
they're
Al
different.
Qaeda.
No.
Then
ISIS is in Iraq, Taliban is in Afghanistan, and then you've got Al Qaeda, which is everywhere,
Yeah,
sort of,
it's
kind of.
Sound-
worldwide.
Sounds
yeah.
like the same.
I think, like,
Was that a
ISIS started in
vagina?
Syria, wasn't
Did you just scroll past the vagina? What was that?
Where
Oh, right.
I don't
No,
know. I
they're
can't.
legs.
It's so small. I can't tell. Is that feet?
this?
Yes, those are
Yeah.
legs.
Those
Oh
are
my
legs
God.
that
Okay.
match the
I can't do
I-
it. The
I-
thing is so small on my screen.
It looks
I
like
just-
a vagina.
It just looks like a
Oh
fucking
my
vagina. I was like, what the fuck?
Vagine?
Here's
the
prisoners
airport
leaving
line.
Kabul jail after being broken out by Taliban.
This
Thanks.
is the
Okay,
start
cool.
of the downfall of the United States, man. Like we're gonna see prisoners released here too.
Oh, it already
Yeah.
happened during COVID. Remember?
Man, like I've been saying this for a while, but like, what makes you the king is like that you act like the king, and like the United States stopped acting like the king a while ago. So
Oh God.
they're falling. I
And
think.
dude, with Biden as the
Yeah.
face of this country now, babbling Biden, fuck, dude, we're a laughing stock.
DHS
We were
dropped
always
out
a laughing stock.
40,000 COVID-19 positive migrants, not illegal immigrants, but migrants into U.S. cities, ex-border chief says.
Well, better get your shots.
7,000 in my area just in June alone.
Better get your shots real quickly, or grandma's gonna die.
I don't have a grandma. We're good, bro.
Yeah, and nor do I, so I'm not too worried.
Derpy, I'm half worried that if I take the shot, I'll get superpowers, and half worried that if I don't take the shot, that I would get superpowers. I'm worried the shot will influence that in some way. I may have said that
Oh.
wrong. I'm really high.
Check this out. There's an underground bicycle parking lot in Japan.
Oh,
Because that's not gay.
that makes sense for a country like that. They have so
Yeah,
much
it does.
surface space, and bikes are popular and shit, so frees up their city streets. I know they have stuff like that for cars too, but usually I don't think they're usually underground. Usually they're above ground, but very similar elevator systems.
That is cool. That is fucking cool.
It makes a cool noise too when it does.
In a city, that would be the shit to have, especially Seattle. Oh God, yes, that would be bitchin'.
Oh, we got super chats. Super chats.
Super
I don't care about your super chads.
America is doomed because you said it like 6 times.
Because you said like 6 times. Like why?
Oh my
Like,
God.
oh my god, Becky! Oh my god!
Oh my God, Becky. Look at her butt.
I don't know what you're
It's
like talking
so
about. I don't like,
big.
do that like ever.
It's so plump. Mm.
That's like stupid that you'd like
Juicy.
even say that. Like
Like.
to counter Derpy, the resident who has COVID at my work got the shot. So yeah, it doesn't do anything.
Actually, it helps you live past that shit. But okay,
Live past what shit?
it helps so if you get sick, you won't fucking die from the piece of shit.
If you're under
You won't
40,
die from the piece of shit. It's got a 99.8% survivability rate. And 60% of the people who die from it are over the age of 70.
There you go. So I think if you're like over the age
Still.
of 70,
I had it, okay?
I
Like,
I had it too.
my whole
I'm
family
pretty
had it.
sure I did too, but
I have the paperwork from my
Most of
county
this-
saying I tested positive, and so does my whole family, and we all
Most of
survived.
this chat has had it.
So
whatever. You know what? I don't really care.
I don't think I've had it.
What are they gonna do? Like, okay, it's a shot. Woo.
Well, the thing is, they're using this as a like test of loyalty to weed out the people that they don't want. So take that for what you will.
Here's the thing. I don't even mind getting the
the
shot. I would just prefer to not have to get the shot until, I don't know, a few years down the road, like every other vaccine we've ever created, where finally through all proper approvals and working out all the kinks and making the adjustments and tweaking it the way they have with the flu shots and the fucking MMR, the rubella and all the other shit that we've got, that each one of those shots took at least 10 years to fucking develop to be safe.
I'm in
You
the
know,
same boat.
I'm just like, I don't mind taking vaccines. I don't have anything against vaccines. Okay, I would just like it to be fully tested first, like every other fucking vaccine we've created.
I'm in the same boat with the added thing of I probably would have already gotten the shot had it not been for the fact that because I hadn't yet and everyone told me I was a piece of shit for not getting it and like I'm an evil person and I'm basically the devil because I haven't got the shot. That just drives me not to get it even more.
Yeah.
I'm just like, please. God damn, I want to get this shit over with already. I'm
It's
tired
not
of
gonna
it.
go anywhere.
I'm fucking
Everyone can
tired of it.
vaccinate. It's not
Like,
gonna
if
work.
you're sick, fucking stay home. Period. But at the same time, we need to figure out a universal fuck.
Pew Archive says Honda never answers my super chats, so fuck his hand jobs. Did I miss a super chat? I must have. I've scrolled back up as far as I can. I don't see it. I went to my YouTube studio, and there's something wrong with the button. It won't let me fucking press the button anymore, and I don't know why. But I can't pull up beyond the past, like, 6 or 7 of them. So just write what you said. I'll read it. I'm sorry I missed it. My bad. I suck. I'm terrible. I'm a terrible human.
And he also does give terrible hand jobs.
And I mean, the only one I give hand jobs to is me, so how would you know?
Well, I know they're sad.
Right.
I mean, there's 2 kinds of handkerchiefs. There's the handkerchief that is a sad handkerchief because you're crying, and there's a happy handkerchief because you're cleaning up your mess that you made.
Oh, God.
It would slow it down more.
Jesus Christ.
Honestly,
Use a sponge like a man.
I can't clean up that mess with a handkerchief.
I think that's a depressed handkerchief.
Honestly, we
Shame.
really
Today night
need
strike.
some sort of universal health care. We really do.
Oh my god.
This shit's just showing this shit.
And you're muted.
I actually
Wait, what? Hold on. I want to know how jizzing into a Kleenex means we need universal health care. I'm
Yeah,
confused.
that was kind of a non-sequitur.
I'm very confused. I don't know how those two things go together.
I
talking about.
wasn't talking about that.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
that when you said it, so I was
COVID's
very
showing
confused.
the fact that we need some sort of, even the basic fucking universal health care.
What we need is to pick a side because we haven't picked a side,
Yep.
and we're getting the worst of both. We do not have an open healthcare system at all. It is not free market capitalist healthcare system that allows people to choose whatever the fuck they want and open it up to competition, because there's so much government regulation and interference that the insurance companies, by the way, lobbied for, because they know it forces limited choice and forces people to have to do something. So we either need to go full in government paid healthcare, and we have just all come to the realization that we're going to pay more in taxes to cover our insurance, or it goes completely free market. We need to pick one or the other. Either one would be better than what we deal with now.
Agreed. Because again, this pandemic is showing this shit. We have nothing. We literally are like, hey, yeah. Literally, I'm waiting for my health card so I can get some fucking mental help.
Savage, yeah, you need that. Savage says,
one die all the time really isn't fun.
Savage says, this is their second time having it, Derpy.
I know. That's what I was responding to.
I wish I could finish a sentence. Just as sick now as they were the first time. Also, you were acting like it would stop the spread.
No, it would slow it more down still.
Here's the thing nobody's talking about. This isn't going away.
Yep.
No.
This is the new flu.
I've already said, I constantly say this.
It's not going anywhere. So this is going to be like the flu, and you're going to have to go get your COVID vaccine every year. And eventually it's going to be the people who don't get the flu shot versus people that do. And it's going to be a seasonal thing. And it's all just going to be something we're going to fucking deal with. So people need to stop acting like there's some finish line to this fucking thing. There's not a finish line.
No.
There's no fucking finish line.
I've been very honest with people going, this is not going to go away. It's going to be like the fucking flu.
So
but at the same time, I honestly think that, hey, masking up is not a bad fucking thing. Why? It helped with the cold, and it helped with the flu. It helped with
what I hate about this whole situation? It's like Dunning-Kruger, right? Like when you watch the fucking Olympics and you see Nancy Kerrigan or whoever ice skating, and she does her like triple pirouette and like stumbles a little bit on the landing, and you're like, she's a dumb bitch and can't even fucking land it right. Ugh. But if you were to put on skates, you'd fucking break your fucking nose. You know what I mean? And the same thing is true when it comes to the COVID situation. Everyone listens to something online or like whatever source they trust, and then they spout information out like they're fucking Fauci himself fucking giving edicts from above that has to be true because it's from authority or whatever. Right?
Agreed.
Like the thing is, you don't know, I don't know, we don't know. I don't think it's going away. I don't really fucking trust a lot of shit going around right now, so I'm kind of keeping to myself about it, you know?
Speaking of Nancy Kerrigan and Tanya Harding, remember back when athletes actually used to take a knee?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucked.
I've seen that meme before, but yes.
Yes.
I see what you did there, and I like it.
So, speaking of winter sports, what do you think is going to happen with the Winter Olympics in China, of all places?
They're going to start World War III, and it's not going to happen.
It's going to be fun.
Because they don't want the embarrassment of having the Winter Olympics canceled because of the COVID that they started. So they're just going to start World War III instead.
Oh, speaking of, there was a new fucking, I say new, it was a couple weeks ago that I watched yesterday. I was going to tell you guys about it, and I completely fucking forgot. Where it was on the Blaze, I think. Yeah, it was on the Blaze. And they did this thing where they pulled all the documents and went through all of Fauci's emails and pulled out all the times. Like there was even a C-SPAN fucking interview with this dude named Dasick or something like that, who worked with Fauci, who runs that organization Eco Health or whatever, that gave all the money to the Wuhan lab through and it was like an interview of him on C-SPAN fucking going, yeah, well, a lot of the people that we work with in China are figured out how to put spike proteins on fucking viruses and make them more susceptible to transmit to humans. Like literally they're all talking about the shit. So the idea, Like, and you can watch it. It's fucking good. It's like 45 minutes long, but it's like literally like all the paperwork and interviews with people from like 2016 and shit when nobody gave a shit and all this stuff. And they're talking out, and it's like shows the money trail of how it went from our government straight to the Wuhan lab to pay this one Dr. Shi, who is specifically a doctor that deals with bat coronaviruses and learning how to add spike proteins to viruses and shit. So if anybody tells you it didn't come from a lab, they're full of shit, or they're just stupid. They're just fucking ignorant.
Or they're Fauci and they're trying to obfuscate from their...
Yeah, because they don't want to get blamed because they were the ones that was funding the research that was happening in this lab that happened to be a BioLevel 2 lab where, guess what? You don't even have to wear a mask or gloves in a BioLevel 2 lab. Did you know that?
After we outlawed like funding that kind of research, they gave the money to a third-party organization that then gave it to them to do the research.
And not even that, though. Obama outlawed it in 2010. But then 2 years later, they made a special whatever. They picked out that one organization and said, well, no, we can give the money to them. Like, it wasn't even like they didn't know what it was going to, or it was some weird trick. It's like, well, no, you know what? In this one case, we'll let it happen. We can send $3.7 million to help fund this fucking lab, specifically to do gain-of-function research.
And the weirdest part to me is how... Okay, so like they're like, yeah, we came out with all of these vaccines in like record time, like 6 months. Oh, well, it turns out some of them they were working on for 2 years before any of this even happened.
Oh, dude, the Dr. Shi, who like that's her research is bat coronaviruses. She's the one they call the bat lady.
We
like she's been doing this since 2012, working with the Wuhan lab. Since 2012, we gave them money in 2014. To do exactly what they said. 2016, you see Dasik, who runs EcoHealth, talking about it on fucking C-SPAN, what they're doing. Like, and then Fauci's like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. That's not gain-of-function research. Like, they literally fucking said it on a C-SPAN interview.
They also predicted that it would be a coronavirus that would actually have this happen.
Yeah, because they were saying it.
No, seriously, because this is what they were doing, and it's explained very well in the thing that I watched. The reason that they do the gain-of-function research is they pick viruses that they think can mutate to get to humans, and then they intentionally get them there quicker, so that way they can start working on vaccines. Like that's the point of the gain-of-function research, is to take a virus that they think might jump species, fast forward it, and then start working on it to create a virus. Okay, that's cool. That's great. But even Fauci, there's a memo out there of even Fauci writing to the Obama administration saying, yeah, we know this is risky research, and he said, but I think the end result is worth it as long as it's done carefully, because it is risky research, but it is something we need to know because this was coming right after SARS. And so everybody was like, okay, we got to be better prepared for something next time. So they start pushing more gain-of-function research and start pushing it harder, but they don't want to do it here in the United States, so they start paying somebody in China to fucking do it, thinking that's going to end up well, I guess. Like, it's fucking stupid.
Yeah, because viruses can't travel over the ocean, Matt. You know that, right?
Apparently they didn't think so. That's how fucking stupid they are.
It's like, hey, we make too much pollution, so let's regulate the fuck out of it in America so that we don't produce things here anymore.
But we'll just send it everywhere else.
The world will be better, right? Oh, wait, except for places like China have no regulation at all over like steel production or things like that. They're just like, make it and fuck the internet.
Between China and internet, they have undone any gains, any gains that we have made in the last 30 years in environmental health. They've undone 30 years of the United States fucking betterment that we've done in taking care of the environment better as far as pollution and shit like that. They've undone it. It's over. They've more than made up for every gain we made in 30 fucking years.
So there's like a lot of the pharmaceutical goods that are produced and that we consume, you know, like the drugs that are made and like distributed around the world are made in India, right? There's these Indian factories. And they did tests on, because like all these kids started being born with like crazy defects and shit because they're like fucking taking baths and drinking the fucking river water. So they tested the water to see what was in it. They found that there is a higher concentration of the drugs that are being produced in these fucking factories in the water in the river than there would be if in your bloodstream if you were on the drug.
Jesus.
Yeah. So like there's more antibiotics in the river water than there would be in your bloodstream if you were taking antibiotics, as an example.
Can I get that for estrogen, please? That would be great.
Like an estrogen bath.
Fucking yes, please inject me with all of that. Fucking Christ.
And then you look at things like, okay, they're like communist Russia, the USSR fell apart, but they had how many nuclear subs and nuclear missiles and nuclear bombs and nukes and fucking nukes on top of nukes? They had all the nukes, dude. They had the second most in the world, only behind us. Except for their shit fell apart. And some of those nuclear submarines, sorry, I didn't say that.
Nuclear. All right, George W. Bush.
Had to be decommissioned. And they didn't have money to do it correctly. So you know what they did? They cut out the fucking reactor and then drove out to the middle of the ocean where it's nice and deep and threw it overboard. Another example, like billions and billions and billions of barrels of radioactive water that was used inside of the power plants to cool the uranium rods or whatever they use.
Yeah, right? Heavy water. Yeah, that's awesome.
So they've got barrels and barrels and barrels of it. What do they do in America? They like hermetically seal land and keep it in barrels and then bury it and seal over the top. So if it has a leak, it's contained, all that stuff. Well, in Russia, they're like, well, we don't have money to do that. Let's just drive them out to the ocean and throw them overboard. Cool. Okay, they threw them overboard. But guess what? They float because there's a little bit of air at the top of each one of those barrels. So they took AK-47s and shot holes in them until they sank.
In Soviet Russia,
So, I mean,
thank you.
And that's the kind of radiation that's around for like 20,000 years, you know?
So you're saying
all we've done
Godzilla
is successfully
a chance.
create Sharknado at that point.
Yeah. Oh my God. I hope so. We need a good.
Did you say Shark Negro?
That just sounds like Shark King. What are you talking about? Num num.
Shark King is a shark.
Oh my God, I did love that fucking movie though. That movie
was a great
was
fucking
great.
movie.
Shark Negro's a bad dude.
My corn pop.
Especially, I especially
we used to put the chains in the water so that they'd rust up real good, and then we'd wrap the chains around our head. And I said, "Corn Pop, fuck you!" And he backed down. And ever since then, me and Corn Pop been good.
especially the octopiranha scene. Fucking loved that scene in that movie. Just
You almost sound turned on by that scene.
Yeah, kind of weird.
it was cool. I was like, dude, this octopus is these octopi are piranhas.
You want a fucking octopus?
Dick Goes In You brings up an interesting point. I get
Well.
the vaccine free through the VA. I want to know when the government is going to pay me $100 to receive the vaccine. If they offered $100 to get it, way more people would do it. How much would it be for you guys?
Jesus.
I got it
a lot
for
more than
free.
$100.
Yeah.
Yeah, $100, and I'm gonna laugh in their face.
Oh,
I literally got it for free. I was like, whatever, I don't care.
I'd probably do it
Eh.
for you.
And I put worse shit in my body.
Yeah, I kind of agree, Derby.
1,000, and I would think about it.
I'm just like, hey, I put estrogen, hormone blockers. I've put also like,
So
All that like dope
are
but-
just dying.
oh my god.
Give me another 1,500 stimulus check, man.
Yeah, like, would you do it for 1,000?
I
No.
would. They offer
I'd buy
$5
one.
right now. I'd do it.
Would you
If
do
you
it?
start talking like 10, 20 grand, you're getting close.
Yeah, then
If I can
I'm
put a down
definitely
payment on a
gonna
house,
consider it.
then,
Yeah.
you know. Okay, maybe we'll talk about
If they
it.
gave everyone who got it 10 grand, you know how much fucking 10 grand would be worth when they were done?
Nothing. Not a fucking thing.
They're like, yeah, sure.
You're wiping
10
our
grand.
ass with it.
Just saying, like, you know, it's another way to fuck everything up. Offer people infinite money.
It also depends if I'm going for the 2-shot one or the 1-shot.
I thought they got rid of the one-shot one, right? Or no, they did temporarily, right? The Johnson & Johnson.
Yeah.
They got rid of it temporarily. What's the one all the doctors are recommending? It's like Moderna, right? Isn't that the one the doctors recommend?
I think so.
I don't even know.
I believe so. Yeah.
Savage says, I'll get the shot for a Restro Mod 94 Power Wagon. 49 Power Wagon. Jesus Christ. I'm not
probably restored 49 Power Wagon. Interesting.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, potentially.
Just give me enough for a good gaming PC.
Like, you want to find me a nice 67 fastback Mustang? I might be like, all right.
You get me a house with a nice backyard and enough room for the family at a price that I can pay the rent with the same amount of money that I pay the rent currently. Then yes, I will get the shot. Sissy Dream says, I paid for my V, and so did everyone else. The government paid big pharma billions of our tax dollars to create the V.
That's a good point.
It is a good point.
Good point.
Also, they can, I forget which company it is, gets to declare when the pandemic is over, and at that point start charging people for the vaccine, because it's been free so far, but from then on you have to pay for it. But moreover, if you got Johnson & Johnson, time for your booster, you can't get the Moderna booster. You got to get the Johnson & Johnson booster. 5 years later, you got to get the Johnson & Johnson, whatever it is, 5 years later, because they don't study that shit, cross-contaminated, pollinated bullshit, you know?
5 years, my ass. This is going to be a fucking yearly thing.
No, I'm saying, like, in 5 years, you got, like, 4 shots since then.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, now I'm going to switch. No, it doesn't work like that. They've got you by the ball sack.
Again.
Heroin or cocaine? Which one?
I put way too much shit in my body that I don't give a fuck anymore.
Has like anybody seen this shit? I can't remember what it was. It may be completely fucking made up. I have no idea. But I just saw like one video, and then I heard that it was going around the internet that there were people turning the lights out and using a black light where they got their shot, and it fucking like glows.
I've heard shit like that.
I'm sure it's made up, but
yeah, I don't know how true it is.
Dude, I saw the magnet thing too. That's not true either. Because there were people saying like, "Oh, where I got my shot, it's now magnetic," and they hold a magnet up to my arm and it sticks. See? I'm like, yeah, they did it, but it wasn't like. They're sticking you full of micro-magnetic robots that are meant to control your mind and turn you into some sort of zombie automaton bent upon the destruction of this country and the benefit of the New World Order.
I know what's really doing that, and it's not the vaccine; it's social media.
But the question
I don't
is,
see any glow. I'm just saying.
Does the vaccine works on werewolves? Does it help you not turn?
Hey, you know what I just realized? The vaccine only works efficiently on werewolves. That's how they're going to get rid of us.
There you go.
That's why we take the vaccine. We can still spread it. We can still get sick.
That's why Yankee likes the vaccine so much. Right there. Jesus Christ.
Full circle. Full circle.
It's making our meat tastier. It's like, you know, when you take the thing and you squeeze it in the turkey,
right?
Inject the juice in the turkey.
Baster?
Yeah, no, yeah, not the baster, the meat injector.
The meat injector, which you put the fill with the spices and shit.
Yep.
You poke that in the fucking turkey and pump some flavor into it.
You know,
it doesn't actually do anything.
It's like a spider when he bites you, you know, like when he bites the bug and he puts his venom and stuff in there and it starts digesting the bug before he can suck up the juice.
Makes it all liquidy.
Yeah, it's all liquidy inside. Like in The Hobbit.
My
favorite movie.
Your favorite movie.
I actually, you need to go back and watch it again. I really like that.
I know, and I will. I just, the thought of watching 8 hours of fucking movie.
It's great. It's like, really good. It's actually really good. Just
I could read the book quicker than that. Okay.
Just skip the parts where the elves sing, or the fucking dwarves sing in the first movie, and the first movie's good. It skips all the fucking bullshit parts. That's all. That's it. Just skip them singing, and you're good. And then the second and third movie are both pretty solid, especially the third movie. Third movie's best of all. Second movie's good for the dragon part.
Honda, how do you have like the worst opinion of The Hobbit I've ever heard?
My opinion has not changed. It just stayed steadfast in the face of you dickheads mocking it, meaning I actually believe that, and I'm not just saying it. It's a good fucking trilogy of movies. All of them are good, and they get better as it goes on.
For me, my favorite one of them was the first one, and it was everything but the like singing scene. And then like my least favorite is the third one. So it's like the exact opposite.
Those movies so run together for me. I don't even fucking know anymore. Like
the third one starts with the dragon fucking like toasting the town and killing everybody and shit, and then dying, right? And then it goes to the people at the beach and the fucking
like I don't even remember what the point of the fucking movie was. They added so much shit that wasn't in the book.
Yep, that's why.
That, like I don't even remember. Does it even have the same ending as the book?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
My thing with 2 and 3 on The Hobbit is most of the book is in or at least the first half of the book is in the first movie, and then they stretched the last half of the book into 2 full 3-hour epic things.
And somehow added Legolas just because we needed somebody from Lord of the Rings.
That would be one complaint about it.
I think
why the fuck is Legolas in this? But then you realize, oh, he's an elf. They live forever.
That's the least of my problems with the movie.
It makes sense in a way, so it does fit.
That's the least of my issues with the movie. I can at least understand why they did that. Because like, oh, well, let's find somebody from the first movie. Or from the first series to put in here. And who makes sense? Well, Legolas, because he's an elf, so he's really old.
Dude, Night Strike's dad was in it. It was good.
If I was going to make The Hobbit as a movie, I would have made the first movie of 2 movies, start where it starts or whatever, but end at, like, the peak of the Golem's cave shit. So, like, right after he gets the ring and, like, gets away, I would end it there. And then the second movie, I would have just compressed all of that shit into one fucking movie and eliminated everything that wasn't in the book. Because, like, if it wasn't in the book, why are we, like watching a barrel chase down a fucking riverfall?
Yeah. Fuck, dude. It wasn't even that good. Like, that was a scene that just felt so fucking forced. Like, oh, we need to have this kind of funny chase scene in this movie for no fucking reason.
I hate you.
It was just fucking stupid. Why? You love that part, don't you?
He loves it.
You love that fucking part.
Dude, when the guy's got the fucking barrel and he busts out the side and he's got his axes and he starts spitting and shit and taking people out. Yeah, bro. This shit's good, man. Come on.
Oh, God.
The scene they put in there for the kids, like.
See, Chili Bean likes that scene. Fuck you.
It's an okay scene, but my thing is, like, if you have a 6-hour thing that's way too long anyway, why are we adding full montages of barrel chases?
I don't know.
It's like, what the hell?
They just wanted to make another trilogy. That's what it was. They wanted to make another trilogy to make money.
Money.
Which, hey, more power to you.
Okay, fine, and here's another part. They did the dragon so fucking good.
The dragon is the only part of the movie that I like.
Oh, he was amazing.
The dragon scenes when they're in there and they're in the mountain trying to, and they're trying not to wake him up and all that shit, and then he comes out and he lets loose on the town. That's the only part of those movies I fucking like. And Benedict Cumberbatch, whatever the fuck his name is, did a great job as the voice of the dragon.
The only part of those movies that I really don't like is where they make the fucking giant gold statue and then it melts on him and then he falls under it and then he gets out and he escapes. It's like, that doesn't make any sense. That was a big fucking build up to nothing. Like, it should have been a build up to something better that might have actually killed him, because fucking fire doesn't kill dragons, dum-dum, I don't know. Whatever.
It's true.
Whatever. See, Savage agrees. I prefer the Hobbit movies, but I have never claimed to have good taste. I mean, I'm here.
See? At least he knows. He acknowledges it. You just refuse to acknowledge it.
I likes what I likes, and I like that shit. So fuck you. And it reminds me of the fucking old fucking Hobbit movie from when I was a kid, the '70s one. You know, the cartoon, which was my whole
That was a good
introduction to
movie.
the whole thing.
That was a good movie. That's the first time
And
I
it
was
was
ever.
cool that they did a fucking expanded, bigger world version of that movie. I really liked that because there was no Lord of the Rings fucking '70s cartoon movie.
No, there was.
Not that I remember, anyway.
There was.
Okay, but it must have sucked so
It
bad.
wasn't.
that I
It
didn't
wasn't
watch
nearly
it.
as good as the movies. But there was. Because it was just one movie, and they tried to cram a whole bunch of shit, and they left a bunch of shit out. And yeah, The Hobbit could be done in a movie. Lord of the Rings cannot.
Dude, the end of the extended edition Lord of the Rings third movie. Oh my god. I wanted to shoot myself by the end of it. It was so long.
Well, it has like 7 different endings. That's why
Honestly,
they literally go through and they wrap up everybody's story
I know.
one by one.
I like the Two Towers better than the Return of the King.
I go back and forth. I like both of them a lot. But I think Two Towers is
The
you know,
Battle of
it's
Helm's Deep, man. Is
it's fucking great. Although I do love I do love the battle at the end of Return of the King. And I love the scene. I love the scene at the end when like he goes, you my friends bow to no one. That's a great scene.
Yeah.
All right, so next week on the Gay Frog Chat, we're doing Is Night Strike a dwarf?
I think
Or
that's
a hobbit.
reasonable question.
Or a
Is he a dwarf or a hobbit?
No, you gotta be a dwarf, man, because
Because I haven't seen his feet. I don't know how hairy they are. I mean, I did spend some time in a hotel room with him once, but
he does
he
have
didn't take his
tiny
shoes off.
hands. Like we were looking at him shoot guns, and he had to like maneuver his position and reach to like get his index finger on the safety catch. He's got tiny hands.
I'm just saying.
Bitch, are you
that
sure
with
you're
his
not a
big-
hobbit? Are you sure you're not a hobbit?
Like he's either a hobbit or a carny. Like carnies
with
have
his-
small
With
hands.
his big beard like that, I'm just saying he's got to be like related to Gimli, right? Like
South
Maybe.
Park. Bitch, are you sure you're not a hobbit? Are you sure?
See, the thing about dwarf females is they have beards too.
that.
And tight
So-
vaginas.
If you can find it in that forest of
I'm actually pretty sure that Night Strike's the bearded lady from Spaceballs.
You know, when they can't figure out how to get it in the hole, that's just embarrassing.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes you just got to get a running start.
I wouldn't recommend.
all right, well, you guys got anything you want to cover before we pull out and finish?
Oof.
Ugh. Well, don't trust bitches.
Bitches
have
be
we-
tripping.
Mm,
I
Have we-
guess.
So have we established that Yankee is a werewolf?
Oh yeah, I think
yeah.
that's.
Yeah, I think we established that.
There's
like,
just too much proof.
It was like an hour ago, really.
Remember that whores named Tiffany will jack your shit.
There you
I
go.
guess there's a new record for sharpshooting. This
Tiffany.
person did put 4 rounds down lane for 2.5 miles away, supposedly. Oh, cool. I don't know. I'm just
Tiffany is a very 80s name.
playing shit.
I like it. I fucked a couple girls named
Hey,
Tiffany.
we're
I
And
like
you know what
I like
didn't do?
80s names like Tiffany and
trust
Lisa.
them.
Of course, Lisa
I'm
always
just
reminds
saying,
me of what's her
I
face
don't
from Weird
want-
Science.
Michelle. I've fucked so many Michelles.
I got pretty serious with a girl named Tiffany
Thank you.
once, and she just up and disappeared with my car once and was gone for like 2 days.
Jesus.
And I was like, wow, well, yeah, I'm going to cut you.
I fucked a girl named Melinda once. She was a fucking sex fiend. You wouldn't think that from a Melinda, but 'cause that sounds like my mom's age fucking name.
You ever fucked a Gertrude?
No, or like I don't know. That's an old woman name.
Ethel.
Ethel,
Right.
yes,
I guess I'm a sex fiend, Honda. Does that count?
Ethel.
Pauline.
Or like a
Have you
Sounds
ever
like
fucked a
fun, my
Pauline?
grandma.
No.
Never a Pauline.
Mm-mm.
I've
I've
never
an
fucked-
unusually large number of J
I'm
names.
sorry.
Like
Why
pretty
would
much
I?
every J name you can think of. For
Yeah,
some reason. I don't know why.
a fair amount of
Why-
Jessicas, too.
Why would I fuck a Paulin? Come on, really? That's no.
No, that's a name.
Paul Lynn.
Pauline.
Paulin.
I thought you said Paul Lind. You know,
You said
the actor.
Pauline, and I was like, Paulin.
Paul Lynn.
Yeah.
Paul Lynn's that actor, right, from Bewitched?
Don't make fun of my grandma's name.
I think.
Paulin.
Pauline, bitch.
I think about it, there's been a lot with the second name of Lynn, and that might be a problem.
I know. I have a friend named Lynn. She's
yeah, but it's the
Vietnamese.
second, it's when it's the middle name that's like, that kind of.
Wait, hold on, what?
When Lynn is the middle name, like
What does that mean?
Tiffany Lynn or like Amber Lynn or something like.
It's my wife's
they're
middle
all-
name.
Oh, I'm just saying, like
My sister's middle name.
It is my wife's, and both her sisters' middle name is Lynn. That's what their parents did to them, but spelled
my
different ways
God.
for each one of them.
Oh my God!
I'll tell you
Yeah,
my
it's just-
sister's name off air because it's funny when you say the
Typically,
short
it's
version.
like usually if you have Lynn as a middle name, tends to lean a little bit crazier. And now that I'm putting the dots together, I'm like, oh yeah, kind of, yeah. Makes sense.
All right, everybody. Well, it's been fun. It's been a fun one.
Everybody needs some penis sometime.
We got through
Yeah,
it.
Everybody,
World's going to hell. Get that penis.
And you know, like
rock your body,
yeah, be able to like give an outro
Back,
uninterrupted.
back. All right.
Mute 'em.
Be able to like say thank you everybody for showing up, and I really hope that everyone has a great night.
Goodbye, fuckers.
And we'll see you tomorrow night for the Guns and Geeks podcast, where we're going to be talking about. Oh my god! Are we done yet?
And remember, watch out for Yankee and his kind.
Oh yeah, he will liken your ass.
Now we're going to make the bologna sandwich by putting together all the pieces one by one. First, you start with the bottom bread.
See,
I
this
like
is
to
why
use the word bottom.
This is why I can't tell my family about this.
Right?
I'm like, hey, I do this YouTube thing. You should check it out, Uncle Rick. It'd be awesome if you like listen to the thing that I do that I'm like kind of proud of doing, that I've been working on for a couple of years of my life doing now. It would be awesome. Oh, never mind. We're just doing a bunch of transvestite penis jokes and shit. God.
Oh no! You have a cut of fishy penis.
The serious time.
Never mind, Uncle Rick. You don't get to find out. It's fine.
Why does your
Anyway.
penis smell like fish?